The American physician, Dr. E. Andrews, observed that at certain times there was a greater tendency towards excessive bleeding during surgery. He and other specialists found that there are days in the operating room when hemorrhage is of no import. At other times, persistent and annoying bleeding is the rule of the day. One of the nurses pointed out to him that the moon could be the influencing factor, which he found to be absurd. But, he said, unbeknown to me, she had kept a record of my bleeders on a calendar and proceeded to show me, much to my amazement, that their bleeding was indeed coincident with the full moon. In fact, these bleeders were so definitely grouped according to the lunar cycle that we decided to collect some additional data in a more scientific and complete manner rather than circling a date on the calendar. In the ensuing time, Dr. Andrew checked more than 1,000 cases of tonsil bleeders from the years 1956 to 1958. The statistics showed that 82% of the hemorrhages centered at the full moon. Other physicians, Dr. Carl McLemore of Orlando, for example, obtained the same results. But Dr. Andrew went one step further. He undertook a check of peptic ulcer bleedings for the same period, and again a preponderance of bleedings was evident at the time of the full moon. Cosmobiology is a scientific discipline concerned with the possible correlation between cosmos and organic life and effects of cosmic rhythm and stellar motion on humans, with all the potentials and dispositions and character and the possible turns of fate. It also researches these correlations and effects as mirrored by the Earth's plant and animal life as a whole. In this endeavor, cosmobiology utilizes modern-day methods of scientific research, such as statistics, analysis, and computer programming. It is of prime importance, however, in view of the scientific effort expended, to not overlook the macrocosmic and microcosmic interrelations that are sometimes incapable of measurement. The cosmobiologist must study, within the framework of the natal chart, the cosmic state of the stellar body in question, meaning the physical body and its aspects to other elements in the natal chart and to the constellations. In addition, one must perceive at which developmental stage the individual is in at present, and what situations could point to conflict. This kind of immediate picture can be made of the individual not only from conversation, but also from the handwriting, the life history, and from behaviors or psychological tests. It is a basic fact, however, that positive and negative interpretations can develop simultaneously for any particular planetary configuration. And noteworthy is the fact that the 12 bodily currents, or meridians, as established in the science of acupuncture, conform via quincunx with the 12 signs of the zodiac. The significance of an illness can be regarded from various standpoints. In the biochemical sense, every deviation in the bodily processes from the general standard, which we call health, represents a kind of self-healing attempt. Reactions to disorders caused by internal or external harmful influences, or poisons, lead to counter-reactions involving a variety of symptoms, and these are supposed to restore the body to its original good balance. In order to understand such defense mechanisms, the body must be supported in its attempts at self-healing. Under certain circumstances, this can mean an intensification of certain symptoms, i.e., an initial stage of aggravation. In most cases, this kind of parallel or homeopathic procedure meets with success. The symbol in the chart for the body and its building blocks, the human cells, is the sun. No one should be tempted to give a diagnosis on the basis of the cosmic picture alone, because this is impossible, as so many factors add to the situation which is shown in the chart. And one does not help others by making them afraid of the future, but must use every opportunity to build up their self-confidence and the self-consciousness of their own value. Then they can make their own decisions for themselves to the best of their ability.